Okay, parents, this video is for you. We need to get ready for the science lesson for tomorrow. Now, I don't want you to do this entirely on your own. I very much want you to include your child, but this is going to be an activity that you have to lead. So tomorrow, our kiddos are going to do some frozen animal play in their science and sensory bin as part of their science lesson for the day. And so we need to prep that activity. So you're going to need the little zoo animals that I included that we used earlier in the day, and you're going to need the balloons. Now, if you've never done this before, it shouldn't be intimidating. It's very easy. You're just going to stretch the balloon very carefully until you get to the large part at the bottom. You're going to put your zoo animal in the balloon, and that's it. You're going to fill it up with water. Now, I have a measuring cup of water because I was going to attempt to show you how to fill it up, but that's just not a good idea. You're going to want to do this at the sink. So use your sink faucet, fill it up with water. So as you're doing this, make sure that you're asking your child lots of questions. Make them think, make them use their little brains that they have. They are so much smarter than you know, and they love to guess and see what happens. They love to make predictions. So ask them, what's going to happen to the balloon when I fill it up with water? What do you think is going to happen to the animal inside of there? And then when you put it in the freezer, because that's what we're going to do, so you're going to fill all 4 of your balloons up with water and you're going to put them in the freezer. Make sure you're asking your child, what do you think is going to happen when we put these in the freezer? What do you think we're going to wake up and find? And make sure you write their predictions down. They love to see if they're right or wrong. And so make sure you write them down. And then in the morning, when you guys pull them out of the freezer, you're going to want to snip the end off where you tied it and just peel the balloon right off, and you should have a little egg with your animal frozen inside. And so then what you're going to do tomorrow is you're just going to use a cake pan, or if you have a small plastic tub, those work really well. And you're just going to set those animals in there. Maybe if you have extra little people animals, you can stick those in there as well. Use kitchen tools when it comes to water play, because that's what I also want you to have on hand, is put a little layer of water on the bottom so that they can use it, and then maybe give them a couple cups of water that they can dump in there, dump on top of it, and see what happens. Maybe see what happens if you put salt on the eggs. Does it melt it faster? Make sure you're asking lots of questions as they're playing. But in terms of tools, spoons, spatulas, measuring cups, plastic cups. If you have turkey basters, pipettes are probably a long shot, but if you have turkey basters and such, they work really well with water play. Even paintbrushes are fun for water play. Sponges, anything that they can use to play in the sensory bin is beneficial. And so just make sure that tomorrow during this activity, you're really asking them a lot of questions to get their mind working. I hope that you guys enjoy this super easy, super fun activity. I'll check back in with you tomorrow. See you guys.